The founder of the Serious Writers Guild and the owner of Makehits.com and Makehits.co.uk. And this is the 15th in the series, 4 Minutes on the Net with Dec. So what have I got for you this week? I'll tell you, I've been looking recently at X Factor here in the UK. You've probably got an X Factor in the country where you live. X Factor, biggest pop talent show there is now worldwide, and they do make pop stars and they do make hit records. Millions they sell. So I was very interested that a lot of what's happening in this particular series of X Factor is exactly what I've been saying to members of the Serious Writers Guild for years. And it's almost as if somebody on the production team of X Factor has looked at my stuff and realized, hey, this Dec knows what he's talking about. What did I notice? Well, first of all, if you want to have success in the record industry, the music industry, there's one sure way of getting that success is to concentrate on what we used to call oldies in the old days, remakes. You know, something from 20 years ago, 30 years ago, it was a massive hit and you do it again. So I've got a few notes here about what they're doing on X Factor as regards that. They're doing that sort of thing every week. They're getting the artists on there to get old songs, older songs, and they could be only 6 months old, 2 years, 10 years, 20 years, and remaking them. But the most important thing is to realize that what I've always advised is for fellas, if you're a male band, get a girl song and sing it as a boy. Now that may sound crazy, but that is exactly what they're doing every week on X Factor very successfully. The second point is, get an old song, but make it your own version, smack bang up to date, with all the great sounds of today, the great methods of today for recording, and the great sound of today. Very important. And the third point is, make it your own. Your own sound, your own style, be that vocal harmonies, whatever, or your own fantastically innovative vocal style, vocal arrangement. Make it your own, because that's what I did with my band. I can't tell you the amount of money I've made out of remakes. You know, oldies, we had dozens and dozens of them. We'd just releasing our 76th album in a few weeks' time. And that is almost completely covers, but they're all in my band's style. You know, I wrote all the arrangements, I wrote all the vocal arrangements and everything, and it sounds, when you hear it, you know it's us singing. And that's the secret they got on X Factor this year, that every song that they're singing is in the style of the artist, and it's a new style and worth listening to. And if you're a songwriter and you think this is all rubbish and balderdash, just think of the number of artists through the years that have got away, what we call got away in the music industry. In other words, had their first hits with old songs brought up to date. The Stones, for instance, everybody forgets that the Stones started with rhythm and blues. They were making old songs up to date in their own style. The Beatles, for instance, they did exactly the same. Shake it up, baby, now, twist and shout, twist and shout. The Beatles, that's what got them away originally, with an oldie brought completely up to date. Try it. You'll be amazed at the success. And the testimonials for this week, the success that the Serious Writers Guild guys are having. Well, let me tell you, one of the guys I've been mentoring since he was 17, he's 27 now. Now, isn't that curious? 10 years. As I always say, it takes 10 years to have success in this industry, and it's almost exactly that, always to the month. But check out the new Professor Green album. This guy that I've been mentoring, he's all over it. And then the gags. I've got a funny gag for you this week. Little girl sitting in the classroom, and the teacher says, I want to talk to you about the 10 Commandments. Now, who knows the last commandment? And the little girl stood up and said, Teacher, I know what it is. Thou shalt not take the covers off thy neighbour's wife. Do you like that? So listen, I'll see you next week and enjoy your week. If you have any questions, put them on the blog down below. Ask me a question. I will guarantee that I will answer it. See you next week. Bye.